I'm Christine Pilara. This is Atlanta and Company. It's hard to believe, but next Friday marks a whole year since Governor Kemp issued a statewide shelter in place to stop the spread of COVID-19. So today we thought we'd dedicate the show to taking a look back on this unprecedented year, full of extreme lows, challenging adjustments, and tough conversations as a nation, but was also filled with surprising moments of unity, kindness, and courage. And what better way to start the show then, with this in mind, than with stories that are all good from the last year, brought to you by someone who brings the sunshine to my life every single day, and yours as well, the one and only Cara Kneer. Cara, I can't believe it.
What a year it's been, and normally I am very #blessed to be able to share individual stories of greatness in this segment, but today we're going to focus on the collective experience that we've all had and the people that really helped us get through this past year. So one of the first things we saw during the pandemic was the outpouring of support for the frontline workers and healthcare workers who are literally putting their lives on the line each and every day for us. We saw people in every major city across the world cheering from their windows and rooftops at the same time each night to thank our healthcare workers and first responders. People made homemade signs for their yards. We saw the U.S. Air Force's Thunderbirds light up the evening sky. Historic landmarks were utilized to show our collective appreciation just for all the essential workers and healthcare workers who are still putting their lives on the line, essentially, and need to be lauded as our heroes and sheroes for this past year. So thank you to them. And I loved watching all those viral videos of people just cheering from their rooftops for people who were forced to be outside. All right, another positive thing that came out of the last year was the animal shelter adoption rate skyrocketed. I bet you didn't know this. 58% was the adoption rate March of 2020. At the end of the month, it had already went up to 85%. Demand has remained high ever since as people continue to work from home, with Time Magazine even naming rescue animals as the 2020 Pet of the Year. That information comes to us from the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, but Adopt Don't Shop, and people are taking in more animals than ever. All right, I'm going to leave you, Christine, with the last one really quickly so we can get it in, but we saw an incredible amount of people simply helping people over the last year, whether that was a shortage of PPE, people sewing masks for one another, celebrating milestones with socially distanced events. I love seeing the yard signs of people celebrating birthdays in quarantine. We had people sending care packages, running errands for an elderly neighbor. I saw an outpouring of support on neighborhood Facebook groups and next stores, and people really trying to pitch in to help one another. These little acts of kindness showed just how us normal folk, us everyday people, we're trying to do the most to help people who needed it. And people are still in need, so let's keep our ears to the ground for that. But that's what this segment is about. But some goodness in this world the past year, and we were happy to share it right here on It's All Good with You. All right, back to you, my friend.
Oh my God, Cara, it's really making me cry just to think about the human spirit and the resilience and the way that we were all so there for one another. And I just so appreciate you bringing the love and sunshine each and every day. It means the world to us. Of course, these stories are so uplifting because of how hard and challenging the past year was for us all. So coming up next, we're discussing how the pandemic impacted our mental health and, most importantly, what we can learn from this experience. That's coming up. Don't miss this special half hour of Atlanta and Company.